Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Chad here with another In the OT podcast for BetUpSportsBlog.com. Once again, I have myself shaking my head in absolute disgust over a story that I read today in Weld County School System, which is part of the greater Denver area, which is not allowing young children to wear Peyton Manning jerseys to school because it violates an anti-gang policy that they've had in place for the last 3 years. And it applies to the numbers 13, 14, Manning's 18, 31, 41, and 81, because they all represent possible gang affiliations. This according to the news report with Fox News, and I will take that video and put it on the website so you guys have an opportunity to see exactly what I'm talking about on the news report that was put together. And the reason why I'm so outraged by this is because of the fact that this makes no sense on so many levels. Let's first of all start off with the fact that they have these rules against young kids in elementary school. This kid can't be any more than 9 or 10 years old. You're trying to tell me that you think kids at that age are involved with gang-related activities? Now, of course, there's going to be children that are involved with that, no doubt about it. But that is a very young age. It generally starts to happen more in high school when they get a little bit older and they're influenced by other older people that they're around. So that's why I think it's absolutely absurd to start it off at that young age. If there's any time that you want to maybe put something like this in place, then at least let it be at the high school level, not elementary school. And furthermore, for every single person that does step out of line, that does get involved in criminal activities and lives a life that involves gang-related activities, there's probably 1,000 kids that don't. So why is it that all these kids get punished for the one person that can't behave themselves? It just isn't really fair. And if they felt that there was such a concern about these gang-related activities, you would think that they'd be able to notice it without a jersey on anyways. And if the people that are involved in these gangs are intelligent enough, and obviously that's a big question, but I'm assuming that most of them are aware of these numbers, and if they wanted to disguise it, they wouldn't wear it anyways, and they'd still go ahead and get done what they need to do anyways. So you're not really going to prevent them from getting involved with gangs by not allowing them to wear jerseys. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Who's not to say that they're not going to change gang numbers anyways? What if next year they change it to 19 and kids start to wear those jerseys? Can they wear that but not Peyton Manning? I mean, it's quite clear. If the kid was never wearing an 18 jersey before for any other team and he lives in Denver and he goes and get a Peyton Manning jersey this offseason, you know the reason that he's doing it for? It's not because he's involved in a gang. Give me an absolute break. How stupid and narrow-minded do you have to be as an administrator in the education system to really believe that these kids are threats and they're involved with potential gang-related activities? Oh, it makes me want to... If they really had a solution that would make sense here, all they have to do is say, you know what, guys, we're going to allow you all to wear the number 18s if you really want to. We understand the significance of Peyton Manning coming into this town here and making his mark, but because of the fact that we do have this anti-gang policy, you'll be put on a short leash, and if we assume that maybe you're involved in some sort of gang-related activities, we will let you know that you're going to be investigated more so than if you weren't wearing the jersey. So at least they have the heads up if they do choose to go down that route, but to just immediately shut them out and deny them is just ridiculous. So you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm appalled by it. With what's going on in our society, in the education system, and in our schools, I would tend to believe that there's far more important policies to come up with this one. There's probably not a problem with 99% of the kids that put on these jerseys in the first place. Chad here with another In the OT podcast for BetUpSportsBlog.com.